Okay. It is Monday. And it has been a hot minute since I did a car talk here. What am I doing? This is gonna work. Home. Yeah, alright. Yeah. So we just got done training. Did legs. I'm wrecked, dude. We did literally, I probably could have just done 3 exercises. What the fuck? I probably could have just done 3 exercises and been done with it, but I think I did 4 or 5. I pretty much follow, obviously what's on my RP app, but I like to do a little extra. I always like to do a little extra, but we are 10 weeks out, officially 10 weeks out from the Olympia, and I would say things are going according to plan. Everything is going very well. Yesterday was my birthday, so Kyle did gift me with a free meal, being that we are a little ahead of schedule and still 10 weeks. So being ahead, being 10 weeks pays off sometimes. Get a little treat. And where else would I be if we weren't at the Cheesecake Factory, which was absolutely delightful. And then I did go to the movies earlier. Okay. We can talk about that for a minute after I get through this traffic here. But we saw together with Dave Franco and his wife, actually. Weird, for lack of better words here. We're just going to go with weird. Not at all what I had anticipated it was going to be, to be honest. I mean, I felt like it was going to be something of the nature going into it, but not to the degree of which it was. If you're into some like weird funky shit, like I'm talking like absurdly weird, it's your type. It's your type, you know. It's like a not so intense version of a Human Centipede movies. It definitely was a thriller. I mean, it definitely had moments where you're like, oh. But overall, definitely weird. I gave it a 2.5. 2.5, just because, yeah, it was suspenseful. It was a thriller. It definitely had some jumpy movements. But again, it just wasn't what I had in mind, to be honest. So I definitely rocked with like a 2.4, yeah. But if you're into that type of stuff, then you'll probably like it. So yeah, that's pretty much where that was. And yeah, it was a good day. You know, just spent it with some close friends, some family. Nothing crazy, nothing huge, nothing very low key. I didn't really make a huge deal about anything. I'm 31. It's not that crazy. Just some local peeps hanging out, going to the movies and eating some factory food, you know. But yeah, we're 10 weeks out. Training is really going well. Strength is still only up and up a little bit. Food is now definitely on the decrease. Cardio is around 30 minutes. It's supposed to be 5-6 days a week, but I do it every day. I like it. I think it benefits me tremendously. And it just kind of gets my day started, to be honest. So I don't really see a problem with doing that, if I'm going to be honest. But it's good to be, again, it's just good to be back in Jersey prepping around, you know, my family, close friends. You know, Kyle's not too far. getting a bunch of good content out now for you guys, which I'm very happy about. I'm definitely going to be very consistent. I'm going to try and stay as consistent as I possibly can with these videos for you guys. So I know you like them, and I honestly enjoy doing them. So we're just going to keep pumping those out as best as possible. Mindset wise, I mean, we're good. You know, I'm getting back, and not that I ever like fell out of a groove, but now like I'm getting back into like that strict groove now where, you know, everything is timed perfectly. When I get up, when I go to bed, phone isn't being touched at this time, no this time, no that time. It's boom, 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 boom. And I think all that pays off dividends down the road. So, yeah, we're just enjoying the ride here. Definitely having a good time. Training's really good. You know, and it's cool being able to kind of do this with my mom to a certain degree too, I guess, you know. She comes with me in the mornings a lot for cardio. And I put her through workouts in the morning. And it's cool to watch her get more into it week by week. She gets more intense. You know, she gets more, I feel like she's getting more excited because, you know, everyone knows getting started is like the hard part, right? But once you start getting into it, you start seeing the results, you're just like, yes, I can't stop, you know. I feel like low-key she's in that groove, so it's really cool to see. And she's definitely like starting to train a lot harder without me giving her like that ultimate push, you know. She's just kind of doing it on her own now, which is like really, really cool to see. So I'm happy for her. She's loving it. She's definitely loving the fitness journey. You know, she doesn't eat like incredibly, like, she eats healthy, obviously. I mean, you have to, but she still has like that balance, that little happy medium, and I just think that's awesome. It's good for her. You know, she's really just doing it her way, and I think that's how anyone should do it. But you know, we got 10 weeks, and we're just focused. You know, no bullshit, no distractions, no outside noise. No opportunities being given. fucking weirdo. But we're just doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun, and I think that's most important. You know, we know. Me and Kyle knows what needs to be done. We know what that end goal is, and I just think we're just having fun doing it, man. And like, all honesty, like we're like, yeah, dude, we're just having fun. As long as he's happy, I'm happy. You know, everything's just going the way it should be going. Everything's going according to plan. So we're just going to keep doing it. Not sure when we'll head to Vegas, but honestly, I'm in like a good routine. So you guys know me. When I'm in like my solid good routine, I don't really like much change too much. I kind of just like to keep things rolling and not move. So we'll see. You know, anyone who knows me knows that. But honestly, dude, I feel like I just got like this cool routine. You know, we train, go to the movies every weekend to see something, maybe once during the week, you know. Like, I don't care, you know. Like, it's fun. I love it. So once you're in that like good routine and everything's flowing, everything's happy, you don't want to make no goddamn change. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm good, bro. I'll see you when I see you. You know, I'm in my routine, but this is the way it is. This is what we're doing. And I feel like it's going to be a good Olympia. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be something special between all of us, all the competitors. We're all hungry. Some are working. Some are still talking. Some are still talking nonsense that just doesn't even make sense, to be honest with you. To me, that's just a form of intimidation. You're scared, you're nervous, especially when you don't even sound convincing of your words. Sorry. But yeah, it's fine. But now we're back on the Disney train. You know what I mean? Every night we put our red glasses on, block out the lights, and watch a nice Disney movie. Calming, peaceful. Listen, it's just the routine. Anyone who doesn't like Disney movies and prep, I don't know what to tell you. I think it's weird. Who doesn't like a nice classic Disney movie at peace before bed? Crazy! But yeah, we really haven't and as far as other variables go, it's actually funny, not much has changed, not much has really increased in the slightest bit, so that's pretty cool. Definitely, obviously, got that Red True Tide rocking and rolling. I'm pretty sure in due time, I talked to Chase, the guy that owns Omega Minos, who I'm sponsored by, very consistently. We talk almost every day. He's got a list of things that he's working on. So obviously, as you guys know, I use a bunch of his stuff that I'm a big fan of. And as I told you guys, everything is tested to the max. Every batch too, but obviously I take the Retta right now. I'm taking Slew, BPC, TB500. And then honestly, what I like to do, he doesn't have it yet, so I did get it from somewhere else, but what I like to do is before bed, again, just a small dose, micro dose. I'm a big fan of just micro dosing, as you guys know. A little glutathione before bed. I think that is very extremely beneficial and helpful, especially right before bed. It relaxes you. Obviously, it's a very strong antioxidant, so I mean, I just figured why in the morning, right? Why not before bed when you're calming, relaxed, and it calms the CNS system. Do it before bed when everything is just kind of, and I feel like you'll get the most out of it in that form. And I feel like that's just been very beneficial for me as well during all this. So that's also, if you guys are ever interested in trying that type of way, it is very good. And I also probably think with these little add-ins, Kyle doesn't really feel the need to make changes too much, to be honest, because we're just rocking and rolling. So, but I don't, at this point, I don't feel like I have a lot to prove. I just know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do, and I believe I can do this. I do, and I feel like this is gonna be one of those years where yeah, bro, you need to lock in. You need to do this. Don't think about it though. Don't add pressure. You know what it is, and you know what you can do. Just do what you did last prep, man. Just have fun, enjoy the process, and kick ass, bro. Just kick ass. And that's just what I'm doing. I just want to have fun. Make this fun for the people around me. Obviously, we know we're locked in, so everyone knows, okay, we're locked in, but he's doing his thing. I'm not an arrogant asshole like I was when I was younger. I just feel like the more fun you can have with this shit, the better off. And I feel like this is where I'm at, especially being 10 weeks out. I'm doing it my way. I'm doing it with the people that I want to do it with. And that's the thing, I'm surrounded by everyone I want to be surrounded by that has, but at the same time, as you guys know, I like to just do shit alone. I like to train alone. I like to be alone. I feel like I do better that way in a prep. Off season, different. I don't mind training with people. It's cool. But in prep, I just felt like I always thrived and just did better alone for the most part, you know. Because I just feel like in that sense, like this is me time, this is my alone time, and I'm just gonna lock in and do what I want to do. And I feel like it always just ends up going better that way, you know, for the most part anyway. So I do feel like, oh shit, my navigation went off. That's not cool. Sorry. All right, man. Sorry. Fuck. But yeah, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that too. You know, because when you're in prep, you kind of just want to follow your own schedule. You don't want to wait for people. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Like, it's just like you're on your own time. And I just feel like that just creates more peace and kind of stability within a prep for yourself. You know, you don't have, unless, like I said, unless you got people that are like just on it with you, then that's amazing. But I always just felt like I like to just train and be alone. Like, this is my time. This is my peace time. And I think I've already like explained this, but I also just like, I think what people forget is training was like my scapegoat when I was younger, you know, due to like bullshit, right? So for majority of my life, it was like my getaway. It was like my escape. And I don't like people to come in on my form of therapy. You know, it's like, no, this is something personal. It's just, this is my time. You got your time. I got my time. This is my time. You know, I'm sure a lot of people can relate. I'm sure a lot of people are like, it's just training, bro. But when you go do some shit, training just isn't training. Training is therapy. And that's what training is. So, yeah, I just think when you're in that mindset, you're in that zone, training alone can be more beneficial than not. And then you just become normal a little bit when you're done. Hang out with the people, you know, that are supporting you, that love you, that care about you, and that's it. You know, just have fun. And like I said, we're the big thing for me is to be locked in, have my tunnel vision, but not let it consume me. I feel like I can do that, but I can't like let it take over, if that makes sense. You know, I feel like when you're in prep, it's cool to be that way, but then once it's over, you got to be able to like kind of pull yourself out. And I feel like there were certain years where like I couldn't do that. So I'm trying to learn, like, it's okay to go to that dark place, you know? It's okay to go deep and dark. You just have to be able to kind of pull yourself out of it. And I feel like if you can balance that, then dude, by all means, go dark. Do your shit. Don't let nobody tell you no. Don't let nobody try and stop you. You know, this is your time, you know? So and I don't know about you guys, but I drive to a gym that's like 40 minutes away. I have gyms that are close that I mean I also go to, but I also don't mind the drive sometimes. 40 minutes though. Half hour, 40 is good. For hour, questionable. But I don't, because I feel like that's a good amount of time. Blast some music, get your thoughts right, get your head in the game. And then on the drive home, it's just kind of peaceful, you know? Very relaxing, very chill. And you're just like, kind of no music, right? Just sit in silence. Just clear your thoughts, clear your mind. Truly can be a beautiful thing. Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I got right now for you guys. I've been putting out a lot of consistent videos, so like, obviously these videos have not been that consistent, but I'm definitely gonna try and get back to doing them at least once to twice a week for you guys. So I'm definitely, these are gonna make a comeback. So yeah, I appreciate you guys that have been following along, that love the content, that love me, that support me. You guys are great. And also thank you guys that made my birthday very special. I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but it's okay. I appreciate all of you that wished me a very happy birthday. It was very nice, very sweet, and I love all of you. So thank you. We're gonna finish this drive home, and yeah, be back for another one.